5 minutes, 20 slides. What would you say? This is Ignite Accra.
Okay, so today I'm here to speak about the power of the media. The media, as we know, has branches in internet, radio, television, magazines, and newspapers. Now, I like to call myself, after about 21 years in the media, I like to call myself a gatekeeper, because media is about keeping the gates of power. Media is a gate that is fundamental to most of the institutions in this world. Without the media, a lot of things will not function. A lot of economies will not function. Next slide, please. And so that's why we have these gates there. As we see, gate opens to a world of opportunities, power, and influence. And that is what the media is about. Now, whoever controls the media controls the minds of the people. It is very important that we understand that the media is a perspective. What the camera captures, like in this room right now, there's somebody filming, right? Is what it tells you sitting at home. Meanwhile, there are so many other things that are happening. So you can see, as in this picture, somebody is running away, somebody is trying to. So the one at the back is the one trying to hurt the one in front, right? But what is the camera capturing? The picture in the frame that we see over there is one of the person in front rather trying to hurt the one behind, right? And that is the power of the media. It's all about perspective. That is why you must never believe only what you see in the media. The media feeds you with what it wants to. If you know the processes of how news is carried, you know that there is a whole editing team which is determining which story is coming, which is arranging which story is important. But is that story important to you? Do you have something else that is more important that they should have done? Then you know that the media is controlling you. According to Malcolm X, the media is the most powerful entity on earth. It has the power to make the innocent guilty and to make the guilty innocent. And this is power, because that controls the masses' mind. This is something that we must keep in our minds when we're thinking of the media. Now, these are the pictures we have all seen about coronavirus, right? We are not in China, but the moment we see or we heard of coronavirus or anybody mentions coronavirus, pictures like these come to your mind. And so when they say it's even entered Ghana, already these are the pictures in your mind, right? Meanwhile, there are other things going on in China apart from coronavirus. Even as somebody sitting somewhere who is not in Ghana has said that coronavirus has entered Ghana, there are pictures that they'll be having in their minds if, let's say, BBC is doing a story about Ghana. Meanwhile, there is a woman sitting somewhere who is patting their baby. Somebody is having a naming ceremony, and Ignite event is going on, right? So what we must say to ourselves is that we cannot fully blame the media. Like I said, the media will arrange the truth to you, but it is for you to determine what your truth is. We cannot fully, blame the media, the mainstream media. We have social media now, right? It's democratizing the media to us. We have the democracy. We can speak our truth and our power through social media. Instead of going there to just share our feelings and what somebody is wearing, let's harness the power of social media, use it to communicate our truth. What the media is not saying, let's use social media to say it, and that will go into our benefit. So let's harness the power of social media. Let's use it to our advantage. Let's speak the truth, even if that truth will hurt us, even if our voice will shake, even if it is against the status quo. Let's speak our truth using the social media. The perspective of news that the traditional media is giving you. If you are not happy, please talk about it and tell your truth. And there are a couple of things that I have for businesses. For me, what I think is that businesses most of the times will say, oh, we're using the power of social media to sell our business. But what they don't know is that they are only trying to get followers and likes, and it is not converting into the benefits that they would want. But there are a couple of things that businesses can do that is going to help them maximize their exposure of the social media. And one important thing is repost. Do not just repost what somebody has done. Create your own content creatively. Use the appropriate voice for the social media platform. There are ways of speaking on Twitter. That is different from ways of speaking on, let's say, Instagram. Do not just ask people to like you. Give them what will make them like you. All these are some of the things that as businesses, if we find ourselves in this room, you're starting up a business, you can't look out for. If you're already managing a business, you can't look out for. Now, for us who are social media users, we must understand that we need to use social media to drive change, connect to people, to drive our businesses, as I have mentioned, to inform our truth, the perspective. We can create our media. Let's not just leave it to the powerhouses, because when we leave it to them, they control our mind and control the outcome of our lives. Let's use it to engage. Let's use it to influence the perception, wrong perceptions about stories that people have, that the media is telling wrongly. Let's use social media to do that. Now, by the power of your phone, you can film a story. You can create your own story. And then for those of us who are practitioners, to the industry, if they are here or if they are listening, then let's strive for authenticity. We shouldn't just chase sensational stories. Let's look at high-quality content and programming. They must be meaningful, they must be in touch with what the people need, and they must be insightful. I always say television must tell a vision, and the power of the media will fully be harnessed when you have found your truth. Thank you very much.
This is Ignite Accra.